Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and what do you know? We have sunshine today. This is a gated community in what's called West Kelowna, or West Side, depends who you ask. A bit of an argument about that, what we're supposed to call this area, but anyway. This is just the basement area of this particular job I'm doing. Doing this area here, and here. And I'll be going in here. So overall, this carpet's in excellent condition. Very little. It's about 6 years old. Obviously, not much used down in this area. These folks have just moved in here very recently, so they wanted to just clean it up. So they asked around, and the word in the neighborhood was call Oxy-Dry, which is not surprising because I actually get in here into this complex a lot. So anyway, come along with me for a ride and we'll do a little bit of cleaning. As you can see, I am just cleaning with an Iron Man pad right now. This will be a single step process here in the basement area because there's no visible soiling, no traffic lanes, and upstairs I did a master bedroom with a walk-in closet and a second bedroom as well, and the second bedroom had been used as an office, so there was a little bit of soiling and wear where there had been a carpet protector on the floor, and right at the edge of where that was, you could see the carpet was worn right up to the edge, and then it stopped suddenly, and you could see the outline of where the carpet protector was there. So there was wear showing there, and some degree of soiling. And then in the master bedroom, particularly where you walk into the bedroom, walk in about 6 feet, and then hang a left into the bathroom, that pathway there was showing wear plus a little bit of soiling, not really very dramatic. So I used a white fiber pad to scrub the solution in there, and then went over with the Iron Man. But down here it doesn't require a two-step process, so I'm just going to use the Iron Man. This is a nylon carpet. This is actually the exact same carpet I have in my mudroom at home. Mine is much darker, kind of more the color of that, maybe not quite as dark as that. It hides soil out very well. I actually cleaned that carpet just a few days ago, and as usual, it came up really quite nice actually. So we'll just get that dealt with here. I brought the rug renovator. This is my handy dandy little grooming tool, thanks to Paul from Washington Pro Carpet Cleaning, who shared that on his channel. And so this is a great little tool because it's nice and compact. I actually carry the brush part in my spotting tray, and when I need expect I'll be using it, I'll put the collapsible handle in the tank. The handle it comes with is a piece of junk, but this is a really nice quality handle got it from a paint store, and see it collapses right here. Just go, how do you do that? There we go. Whoop. Handy dandy, eh? Anyway, so I'll put that. And there's two types of bristles on this thing. It's on the soft bristle right now on the carpet, and you can use it to pre-scrub things in. I've done that a few times. Actually, Paul just did a job the other day where he was using his. So they're a handy tool, and it rolls nice and easily. I'm just doing that with one hand because it has these nice little wheels. So this came off of Amazon, so I highly recommend them, as does Paul. And so now I can just slide the couches back. I thought these were leather initially, and then I put my hand on them and I realized, no, that's microfiber, but it sure looks like leather. could fool you. Okay, I'll put this one back. It's not a very heavy couch. It's got plastic feet on it. It looks like wood, but I think they're actually plastic. But I'm not having to worry about the carpet being too wet and marking because it dries so fast. Especially the way I just did it. Okay, so now I'm ready to clean the, get rid of this. We'll clean the open area here. And of course I am shower feeding. And I've got the machine set to standard shower feed. This machine will do both center feed or shower feed or both. But I have valves on the bottom there. I can direct the solution to either drop onto the pad driver like a normal machine, or it'll feed down through the center because it is a belt drive, or I can have it do both if I wanted to. This just gives me a little more versatility of control over how the solution goes onto the carpet or onto the pad. And so right now the solution is dropping down about 2 inches or so from the outer edge of the Ironman pad, and then spinning out from there. And assuming that I'm applying the correct amount of solution, the top of the pad will remain dry, so it'll continue to draw up through capillary action and continue to be effective at cleaning. And if I was to get the pad too wet, that would be operator error. I've talked about that in a few other videos in the past, but I'm going to talk about it now. But this carpet is a good quality carpet. It's not a great wearing carpet, but it is a nylon. It's a continuous filament. Once upon a time, not terribly long ago, when we were cleaning carpets, we basically, we had a choice of we were either dealing with nylon or olefin or wool. That was pretty much it. And of course, I guess there were still polyesters that would come on the market, and then they'd pull them off the market as they were crap. And now they've pushed them again, and so yeah, they're so much better, and of course they are not. But anyway, that's the way it is. It was much simpler when we were basically dealing with just nylon for the most part. What was it, 70% or so of all carpet sales were nylon? Not too many years ago, actually. And of course there was continuous filament and staple yarn. And the staple yarn are the ones that will shed, and you get a lot of carpet fibers out of them because the yarn is not a continuous filament. It's made of short bits of fiber. So those are the ones that shed, and they also, the staple yarns will tend to, as it gets worn, they tend to sort of mat together, almost felt together. Much more prone to that than a continuous filament. The carpet in my living room is a continuous filament frisee. But when I bought the carpet, I went to the carpet store and they took me to other frisee and said, "Here's a frisee carpet." And I said, "No, don't want that one. That's staple yarn." And so for a little bit more money, I got the continuous filament frisee, and well, that was 10 years ago, and the carpet still looks great, even though I've cleaned it many, many, many times. More so now. Now I got my little doggy who keeps, this little guy, he's 7 months old now and still hasn't quite figured out that pee-pee is supposed to go outside every time. But we're working on it. And it's gone through let's see. This is him, and now there's Billy, and then we had Tucker and Sarah and Dulcie and Annabelle. So we had a few doggies over the years on that carpet, but it's still looking really good. and very little wear showing on it, and no permanent staining, and it's a really good wearing frisé carpet that cleans up beautiful every time, no problem. Frisé is easy to clean. I know some people seem to think it's hard to clean, but I've never found that. I see a little spot. Okay. There was one other spot there and one over by the door. That's the only place I've seen any stains on this carpet. Okay, that spot's gone. So there was one right where I'm sitting right now, and that appears to be gone. So we'll head over here. There was one right where the machine is sitting right now. Just not a very obvious stain, but done, all gone. Just as simple as that. Looking good. Just bring my slack behind me here so I don't drag it around the corner. These folks moved here from Alberta. A lot of people in Kelowna moved from. A lot of people have been moving into Kelowna over the last, well, quite a few years, I guess. It's a place where people, a lot of people choose to move here, retire here, because it's a nice place, as long as you can afford it. What is it, the second or third highest cost of housing in Canada, I think? Toronto and Vancouver, Victoria, and I think Kelowna is the way it goes. It's getting very difficult for people to get into the market. I think the average price of a house in Kelowna is around $850. That's $850. Pretty amazing. Okay, we're gonna zip into here. And into here. So I went to do a job before this one, and the lady had called because movers had, or the store she bought her sectional coach from, when they delivered it, they had put some dirty hand marks on the fabric. It was a white couch, and so she called us to come and clean it. The store was going to pay for it, but I got there and she booked about a month ago, and when I got there, she said, "Oh, by the way, I wiped off all the marks." So I'm standing there like, what am I going to clean then? It's because they just wiped off very easily. It was a polyester fiber, sort of a velvety, a bit of a plushy looking thing, and all the marks came off. So I said, I really don't feel comfortable cleaning something that doesn't need to be cleaned. And but I mean, the store was going to pay for it. I said, well, it's your call. But anyway, we did opt, or she did opt that not to do it, so that was fine. I would rather not clean something that, in a situation like that. And so she was was grateful that I was up front and honest with her. And I could have taken the money and run, as it were, but I don't like doing that. That's not right. Let's have a look at the pad. Ooh. Okay. That's fairly grubby. And in here we have, okay, it's a little bit wet on the outside edge. And this is where the actual weight of the machine is sitting right on here. And there's no weight here, so it's perfectly dry here. And still quite dry. It doesn't get wet till about maybe here. You can feel it getting a bit moist. But that's it. It's dry from here to here to here to here. This is all dry. No, I can't feel any moisture there. None. So, but you can certainly feel it wet on the bottom here. So I'm gonna just flip it and run over the open area just quickly again with the side B. Why not? I'm here. I got all kinds of time. It doesn't really need it, but it'll be interesting to see if I pick anything up. So let's give it just a zip over the traffic area. This is quite a large gated community here, and they're very nice houses too. And all the yard work is like the lawns and everything. The lawn mowing is all included in the strata fee, and just a very nice area here. I'd live here. I don't think they'd want me here, but some of these gated communities, I know one in particular in Kelowna, you're not allowed to have a vehicle there that has signage on it, which is kind of bogus if you ask me, but that's the problem you run into when you go into these gated communities where they have, you know, the homeowners association, the HOAs, and you hear these horror stories about these HOAs where they really come down on people for violating the rules, and you have to deal with the over enthusiastic folks in the strata council or whatever. So you have to bear that in mind if you're ever thinking of moving into one of these places, and you're wanting to run your business still. You better be sure that you actually can legally do that, because the HOA may have rules where you cannot actually operate a business of any sort, even out of your home. I mean, I guess technically you could answer the phone there, but yeah, it gets a bit ridiculous, some of the rules these people have. But bear that in mind if you're thinking about that. You don't want to end up in a situation that'll create unnecessary problems for yourself. This is a really nice carpet to clean. I've cleaned this carpet many times. These nylon continuous roll-on carpets. They just clean so nicely. Oops.